Welcome to Tony Forex Academy. Most beginner traders fail because they start trading without the right tools. In this video, I'll show you the exact tools that you need to start trading Forex in 2026. Okay? Even if you're just starting with a small budget, I'll show you the exact tools that you need to start using in 2026 when you want to start this journey of Forex trading. Okay, so why do you need the right tools, or why that the right tools matter? They matter because you'll have better market analysis, you'll have faster trade execution, and then also improved risk management, and lastly you'll have a professional trading mindset. Remember, success in Forex trading is not just about strategy, it's about having the right tools, the right mindset, and the discipline to use them consistently. This is a journey. If you want to start trading in 2026, remember, this is a journey that you have to commit. Okay, so number one, the trading devices. You'll need a laptop or a desktop computer. Okay, you'll also need a smartphone for mobile trading. You'll download the trading apps that you need on your smartphone, and then make sure that your laptop at least has a 8 GB RAM. Okay, this is recommended to avoid the slow executions or slow performance. Okay, and then also you'll need in these your devices, you'll have a reliable battery and internet connectivity. These ones are very important when using these devices for trading, because trading while using a live market needs a very stable trading device. Okay, and then number two, you'll need a fast and reliable internet. Why do you need a fast and reliable internet? Okay, you'll need this especially from stable fiber internet connection depending on where you are located. Also, you'll need a mobile hotspot backup. Why do you need this? In case the internet goes off because you're using maybe a fiber internet connection, what do? You hotspot your mobile phone to your laptop. Okay, or you continue using your mobile phone for trading purposes. Okay, and then also a faster and reliable internet will help you avoid delayed trade execution. This is essential especially for the volatile Forex markets. Okay, you'll need this. This is very important. And then the trading platforms. As a beginner, you need to understand that we have MetaTrader 4, MetaTrader 5. Okay, these are more or less the same. They are trading platforms. Okay, and you can download this for your laptop, and you can also download both for your mobile device. Okay, and then for TradingView, you'll use this for chart analysis. TradingView, you can also have it on your laptop, whereby you were able to see different tools. You are able to see this one here is a picture showing the interface of the TradingView. So all these mobile apps or the trading platforms, you will need them. You have to have them, at least have one. Okay, MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4. Your broker can give you the trading accounts that allow MetaTrader 5 and MetaTrader 4. Okay, so you will need these trading platforms as a beginner, because all professional traders, all advanced traders, every trader that know this journey, you will have to have these trading platforms. Okay, the fourth point is you will need a Forex broker. Why do you need a Forex broker? Ensure that you choose a regulated Forex broker. For example, we have a few here that I've just shown: the IC markets, we have the HFA markets, XNES, Pepperstone. And why do you need a very good broker? You need a Forex broker that gives you low spreads and fast withdrawals and fast deposits. Okay, this is very important. Imagine if you're trading and you're not able to deposit money or withdraw your money quickly. This is very important for every trader. This is very important. And then ensure that your broker has MT5 compatibility, because MT4 is like an old version, so you need MT5. This is the current software that everybody is using. And then also you'll need a good customer support. Sometimes there's delay in deposit and delay in withdrawals. So what do? You've already executed your trades and you've already hit your TP, and you need to withdraw your money and enjoy your money, but there's a delay on the other side of your broker. What do? You need a very good customer support from your broker to explain to you why that is happening. And then number 5, trading capital. This is where it all begins now. This is very, very important. As a beginner, you will start with a very realistic expectation. You don't have to see other people online flaunting cash or having a very good lifestyle, and then you want to be like them in 1 or 2 days. That is not going to happen. You are going to lose your money. Even if you have all the money that you have and you want to start trading, and then you just start without proper knowledge. This is very important. Having the trading capital is very important, but start with a realistic capital. Remember, I said in the beginning, this is a journey. It's not a get rich quick scheme profession. No. So for beginners, start with at least between $50 to $500, and then also check the lot sizes that you are going to use. If you have a trading capital of about $100, you are not going to risk all this capital in your trading. Ensure you understand what lot sizes are and how you're going to use small lot sizes for small accounts and big lot sizes for a bigger account. And also focus on consistency over quick profits. Start with small profits. Okay, it's called compounding. Imagine if you are having a $100 account or a $50 account and you're making $10 every single day, and you make 30 trades in a month. That is $300. You see the power of compounding. You will have made good profits and not over risked your account. Okay, so never risk the money that you cannot afford to lose, meaning you have to have proper risk management. This is the most important part of trading in the entire history. Make sure you have proper risk management. Without that, you lose your money and then you'll start saying that forex trading is a scam. So risk management. Okay, ensure that every trade that you take has a stop loss, and ensure that it has take profit. Don't just open trades and don't put stop loss. No, you lose your money. Position sizing, very, very important. And then journal your trades, very, very important. Ensure that your risk to reward ratio is also realistic. You cannot risk 1% of your account and then you want to make 100%. It is not realistic. Ensure that you have a risk to reward ratio of about 1 to 2, 1 to 3. So what are the do's and don'ts of risk management? Always calculate your risk so that you know how much you can lose. Okay, and then have predetermined and fixed take profit and stop losses levels. Okay, and then for funded accounts, these are the pro firms or funded accounts from maybe your friends or people who don't know how to trade. Always monitor your daily drawdowns. Okay, think in terms of stacking small and consistent wins. I said this earlier. And then stay consistent. I also said this earlier. There's a repetition. And then the don'ts. Do not execute trades without knowing your risk. Taking random trades or fixed lots, you lose your account. And then trading without a stop loss, very, very bad. Remove your stop loss and changing it because of panic, also very bad. Hold for big and unrealistic risk to reward. I said this is also very, very bad. Increasing your take profit because of greed, also very, very bad. So you have to understand, this is the most important part of trading that most people try to assume: risk management. If you want to stay long enough in this game, you have to have this discipline. This is where discipline applies. Risk management. Okay, so remember, we are in 2026 and we are not in the analog era. AI is here with us and it's here to stay, and it's advancing every day. So you have to ensure, and you also need to understand that in this era, people are using AI to trade. So how do you make good use of AI? You can use ChatGPT for market explanations. If you don't understand something, or you are not able to ask somebody, you don't have a mentor, ensure that you have ChatGPT. ask ChatGPT, it will give you very good explanations. Also, journal your trades. You can use AI to journal your trades. There are different softwares to use when it comes to this. And also ensure that you follow economic news, okay? And then this economic news, you can use AI tools to summarize for you what sometimes you may not have the knowledge to understand very ambiguous economic statements being made globally, because these are the things that move the market. So you make sure that you use AI and you feed the AI the information to explain to you what this really means. And then make sure that you have a trading plan, okay? And this is good for analysis. When you have a very good trading plan or a analysis, you're able to develop a concept and execute your trades properly, okay? Now, as a beginner, you cannot just start trading because you don't know what trading is. You make sure that you have trading education. Ensure that you have trading education. And how are you going to do this? If you do not have a mentor, make good use of the online resources. If you're not able to pay for a mentor, which I advise that you get a mentor, because it will shorten the period for getting a lot of information. So learn the market structure, and then after learning, what you do, you practice, okay? You practice on demo accounts before going to real account. And then develop a strategy. And after you develop your own strategy that you think that this works for you, make sure you backtest. Backtesting your strategy is very important, and it is free on weekends. You can check during the weekends. You can use this for backtesting, okay? Another very important thing that most people think they should ignore is not joining trading community. It is very important to join trading communities. For example, this channel, Tony Forex Academy, it is on social medias. We have it on TikTok, we have it on YouTube, we post content, Telegram. There's a link on bio. If you check this channel, Tony Forex Academy, you'll find links to all these social media platforms, okay? And we can always respond anytime, okay? So the common mistakes that beginners make: you get into trading, you start off at trading, you are not following anything, you just start trading, and then you overtrade, and then you make losses. Beginners luck is also there. You make a few profits, and then you say, okay, now you want to trade all sessions. You want to trade Asian session, you want to trade London session, you want to trade New York session. No, as a beginner, this is a mistake that you're going to make, and you need to avoid it. So another thing, you're ignoring risk management. I talked about risk management earlier. Very important. Do not ignore risk management. Another thing is internet. Do not use poor internet, because if you're trading a live market and it stops working when you have a trade order placed, you can lose your money. And then following random signals blindly. By the way, for my channel, we do not send signals, we send setups. And for me to send you a setup, meaning I have to be in communication with you at that particular moment, not just sending random signals. That is not going to make sense. You join some funny groups, and then you realize that, oh, this signal was sent in the morning, and then you just place your trade based on that, because you're saying that is now gambling. You realize that trade was placed like 4 hours ago, and now you come into the market, and then you just take that signal and enter the market at that particular time. You will lose your money. So you need to start trading like a pro. And how do you do that? You make decisions based on data, and then you use systems, routines, and habits to increase efficiency. Then you ensure that you view your losses as expenses for trading business, and then stay on track with the live market condition, not past ones, okay? Have a daily, weekly loss and win limits, and know when to stop. This is very important. You want to stay long enough in the journey, okay? And then focus on stacking small gains. I talked about this, consistency in compounding, okay? And then master the art of journaling. Ensure that you have a book a notebook whereby you journal your trades. Very, very important. If you do not have the software, the AI softwares to journal your trades, ensure that you have at least a book where you journal your trades. Why did you take this trade? What time did you take this trade? And did it give you a profit? And it didn't give you a profit? Why? What mistake did you make? Ensure that you have a proper journal for this journey. Okay. And then in conclusion, ensure that you use the right tools to build consistency. Stay disciplined and keep learning. Success comes from patience and strategy. And if you want to succeed, then double your failure rate. This is a journey, remember. The only way to improve is to go into the market and start making mistakes. Sometimes we may not be right, but the only way to find out is you start making those mistakes and you learn from them. The key is learn from those mistakes. I'm not telling you to just go and lose. Losses are part of this game, and extract these lessons and make new rules. That's how you build your own edge. Thank you for listening to Tony Forex Academy, and if you find this content useful, remember to subscribe to this channel. Click the subscribe button and follow us on all our social media platforms.